What's up, guys? Until Nick here. Welcome back to another Throwback Thursday. Today we're going to be taking a look at SpongeBob Squarepants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Now, I know I did a Revenge of the Flying Dutchman like 2 weeks ago, but I decided to do another one because I was looking through my like the games that I played as a kid, and I remember playing a SpongeBob game on the Game Boy Advance. So I looked up the Game Boy Advance like SpongeBob games, and I looked through them, and I didn't really see most of them I didn't really remember, but this one I don't know, I just really remember it for some reason. And it's kind of weird because I just played Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on GameCube and PS2 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I remember playing a SpongeBob game, and I looked it up, and there was like Super Sponge, but I don't remember that one. There was SpongeBob Squarepants the movie, and I don't remember playing that one, and Battle for Bikini Bottom I don't remember playing. But for some reason I just remember this one just very well, like the graphics I remember. But most of all, I actually remember not the graphics, but like the box art. So I looked up or the cartridge art, I should say, because I remember knowing what the cartridge looked like, because there was like a used game on the screen, like or not on the screen, but on the cartridge, because I got it from GameStop. So it said used, and I just tried ripping it off a lot of times, and I just remember the cartridge looking like it does for this game, so I just did process of elimination, and this game just seemed the most familiar to me. Cause like I looked up the other like SpongeBob games, and I don't really remember them. And all I really remember of this game is like I think it was like a boss or something, where it was like in this kind of area, like it was like in a cave area, like this place right here. It looks very similar to this, but I just remember like that one area. Cause like I think I remember playing this like at like I think my like sister's recital or something like that, or like some school like thing, like it was like a concert or something for a school. I remember playing this game for some reason, but yeah, I don't really remember beating it. I do remember giving it back to GameStop though, before like the 7 days ran out. But yeah, it's really weird. I never actually thought it was called Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, so I guess I could say that I actually did play, and I think I actually did beat this game, because I think that's the reason why I gave it back to GameStop. Either that, or I think I remember giving it to like one of my friends or something like that. Yeah, I think I might have gave it to like one of my friends, because I do remember like giving it or like showing it to one of my friends, and so maybe I gave it to one of my friends. Or maybe we did like a trade-off or something, like I traded a game for one of his games. Don't really remember though. Alright, so we have to squeeze in between here to get across. I don't get what that like little symbol is. Alright, anyway, as you can see, we're chasing Gary here. Ran off. And now I don't know what we're doing, because we met with the Flying Dutchman. He told us some stuff, and I just skipped through it. Yeah, I think I do remember this game. I remember the keys. They actually look very familiar. Yeah, I really don't know though. Like, I could be like mistaking it from a different game because like all the SpongeBob games did look very similar. But I almost can guarantee you I didn't play Battle for Bikini Bottom because I don't remember like battling robots and all that stuff. So it was probably either this game or I think it could have been Super Sponge. But I don't remember having that cartridge art. Alright, so with that we have access to 3 areas, okay. I think I might go to Jellyfish Fields. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, actually, is there other levels? Like, is there other levels for the SpongeBob's house? No? Okay. Alright, so this is actually pretty cool. You can actually choose the order of what you want to do the game in, which is pretty cool. It's like a Link Between Worlds, where you get to choose the dungeon order. And I guess you can also do the same thing in Breath of the Wild. Alright, so the treasure chest is up there, but if we go past it, there probably is the keys. So yeah, as you can tell, this game is kind of boring, but it's what I grew up with, like the other game, Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. But yeah, like it kind of sucks though. Like my childhood didn't really have that many like good games, but I played a lot of, I guess, unique games and games that probably many other people did not play. You know, cause like I was like always shy of like trying stuff, like trying new stuff. Like I never got into like Zelda or Kirby or like Metroid until like pretty recently, actually. I mean, I remember my friend having Fusion and Zero Mission for Metroid, because one of my friends was a major Metroid fan, and I remember him having that. I think he also had Prime Hunters, which was on the DS, because he was a big Metroid fan. But yeah, like I really never really like got any games that I didn't know. Like the main reason that I got like these SpongeBob games and stuff, because like I could go and I watched like the TV shows all the time, and so that would watching the TV shows would know that like I liked them. So if I liked those TV shows, I would say, oh, the games are probably good too. And you know, they weren't bad, but like some of them were boring. Some of them were difficult, like Shadow Showdown. But yeah, I don't really get why I didn't like try different games. Like in GameStop, like most of the time I just bought a bunch of used games and never really and I always like return them back usually after I beat them, like with that 7-day time limit, so I'd have like a lot of different games that I would play. But like I don't get why that wouldn't like encourage me to try things new, you know? Like I don't really know why I didn't do that. But yeah, I also remember playing like this WALL-E game for PS2, because like I really liked the movie WALL-E, and I got the game for PS2, and it was brand new, so I was like, I'm gonna probably enjoy this. I really liked the movie, but I actually didn't like it, and I wanted to return it, but then it was a new game, so they wouldn't allow me to return it, because that's how GameStop works. I think that was actually the first like new game that I actually bought, and so when I was like, wait, why can't I return it? Like, oh, because it's a new game. I'll be like, that's stupid, but they didn't care. Alright, I guess I can't go through there. But yeah, like, there's so many great, like, Game Boy Advance games that, like, I'm playing now, and I didn't play as a kid, which is kind of a shame. Like, the only games that I really played that were, like, not movie or TV based were Mario. Like, I had Mario World, and I think that was, like, my first Mario game. Like, I saw it, and it was like, yeah, this is the last one in stock, and I'm like, oh, I should get this. I don't really know what my reasoning was. Like, I guess because it was the last one in stock, so I thought it was, like, maybe rare or something like that, so I wanted to get it. And it was, like, 20 bucks back then, so it wasn't really that, cheap. But, I remember buying that, having a blast with that, so that's what got me into Mario. But I don't know why I didn't, get some other games and experiment and stuff like that. So, yeah. Cause, like, really my first, like, Kirby game was Epic Yarn. And then my, first, like, Metroid game was Metroid Other M. And the only reason I got that game was because it was at, like, my public library. So, there was really, it didn't really matter, about the cost, because it was basically free. Just had to return it, like, in a certain amount of time. And the same thing goes with, like, WarioWare. Like, I remember playing WarioWare Twisted because of the, it was at my, library also. Alright, so right now we're just going in circles, and I died again. We're looking for those other two keys. But yeah, maybe I'll do that next week, which is Wally, like I said before. Cause I remember, like, it was a short game. Like, I think that was the problem with the game, that I just beat it very quickly, and that's why I didn't really have such a fun time with it, I guess. Alright, so let's try and get across here. Alright, so we're back here. Just gotta find those, what's it called? The keys. So yeah, as you can see, this is nothing like the GameCube version as you saw 2 weeks ago. Like, here you're blowing a bunch of different bubbles, which in the PS2 and GameCube version you couldn't do. So it's really weird that here it mainly focuses on bubbles and stuff, but in the GameCube and PS2 versions you can't. Oh man, we're so close. Okay, you can actually multiply it. Or make two, I should say. How do you get up there? Alright, whatever. It's not a key, I doubt it. Okay, so how do we get out of here? But I do like the bubble mechanic that you can have different bubbles and that you need a certain type of bubbles to get past certain points, and it's pretty cool. Except for the part where you die. Alright, hopefully that 1-up regenerated. Alright, it looks like it didn't, which is not good. The underpants regenerated, but the 1-up did not. But yeah, I also remember like my friends playing, I think one of my friends had like Kirby and the Canvas Curse. And a lot of my friends had a DS while I only had the Game Boy Advance still. Like a lot of my friends were playing like New Super Mario Brothers, but I was like playing the old version, which was Super Mario World. Oh, I keep forgetting I have that bubble, so I was like, how do I get across? Bubbles. Oh, come on. His jumping animations, like, or his jumping in general is just, like, very laggy. It's kind of like Simon Belmont's whip, where he takes some time to use it. Alright, nice, made it there. Wait, can I go through these? Oh, I can, okay. That works out. Alright, so still haven't found another key, which is kind of surprising. Like, we only found one, and yet... Oh, why did I do that? I'm exiting now. It just brings me back to... Oh wait, I could... Oh my god. I could have just used the bounce bubble to get back up there. Can I go back? Wait, why does it say BBBD? Is that my password? Did I need password for this game? Wait, why does it say BB? Wait, so if I do continue. Oh my god, you actually do need passwords. How did I do this game as a kid? Did I like memorize the passwords or something? Like, this is a Game Boy Advance game. You would think that it would save. Like, you have like massive RPGs like Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance, which you save often, but then this game uses passwords. I mean, I guess it's kind of helpful so that you can just skip to like the final world or something, but seeing that you can like go to any level once you beat the first one, there's really no point. But I guess like get to the final boss or something. Alright, you know what? I'm not even gonna start this over again. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Throwback Thursdays right here on Tonic. Bye.